Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, a spring training matchup between the Astros and the Miami Marlins. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Jordan Yamamoto gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing one run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's in there for strike one.
First pitch, 106.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Jack Mayfield. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Yamamoto has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Got him in the chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Looking up is Dickerson, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Batting third.
And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Dickerson going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 8.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope,
fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Martin Maldonado, as he'll go after a curveball off the plate at strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Comes set and the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Astros off and running on the solo homer. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Houston. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Stepping in, Miguel Rojas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Marlins, the shortstop, Miguel.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up and he couldn't recover in time.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 from Greinke, grounded to the right. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting third, the right fielder, Brian.
Ready now, Brian Anderson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Greinke A 36-year-old veteran. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues, but to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. He has no prior history against this pitcher. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one. And he'll lay off here as well, and it's 2-0 to the Miami third sacker.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's got himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Standing in, Garrett Cooper. And the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there for strike one. Runners are at first and third, one away. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the run is Tucker, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up, and the runner from third crosses the plate.
Always productive to score runs when he can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
At the plate, Diaz. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set, now the pitch. He's running. Strike called, now the throw down. He is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too, but he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
VR at second with 2 down. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 Astro error, and 1 man left on base. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 2 and the Astros 1. Next up for the Astros, number 6. He readies for his first plate appearance.
Number 6.
First delivery to him on the way. Late that time for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Hard on the ground towards short. And that'll get on through into left for a leadoff single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
In now, number 14. As he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into center. So the first two have reached here to start the second.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Standing in now, Abraham Torrey, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
Batting 9.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Now to the plate is the Astros pitcher, Zach Greinke. Michael Brantley will get an opportunity off the bench here as he'll bat with runners at the corners now and still nobody out.
Brantley.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Runners are at first and third with none out. Two and 0 to Brantley.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
From the stretch. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Striding in for Houston, Miles Straw. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Fun attempt, but this one might have too much on it. They get the force at the plate, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. And I think if this squeeze is of the suicide variety, that run scores easily. But instead, they tried the safety squeeze there, and it didn't work out as they had hoped. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jack Mayfield. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. In to score, the runner from third.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Aledmus Diaz. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Comes set with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, and the lead is now 7-2.
And that is why you just can't put yourself in a bases loaded situation. You've got nowhere to put the hitter, and he knows it. So he sets up, waiting to pounce, and that's exactly what he does. Jumping all over this thing for a grand slam.
Number 59 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Kyle Tucker. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. One 0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
2 balls and a strike now. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the 2 teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
In now, Martin Maldonado. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Ready with the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Tucker, the runner at second with 1 away. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Striding into the box, number six. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
No balls and a strike to count. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. One pitch is a curveball just off the black. 2-1 now. And a curveball drops in on 2-1. 2-2 now.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
The 2-2. So a full count now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
The 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3. So they strike for 6 in the inning as there's the big blow. The grand slam home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Astros 7 and the Marlins 2. Joe Smith enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Joe Smith.
Leading off the inning, Jesus Sanchez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. Sanchez playing up the middle in center field in this one, although he is most often considered a left fielder. Swing and a looper to left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Knock's a knock.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Tucker waits on it. He's got it 1 away. Now to the plate, the pitcher, number 59. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Up next for the Marlins.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fouled off. Swing and a little blooper to center. Strong on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be.
Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to bust him inside, but that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Fouled away. 3 runs already home here. Hard liner to center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Third baseman number 2.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Villar. Will swing it from the left side right here. First pitch on its way. This is line to left. Number 14 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's the Astros 7 and the Marlins 5. Now at the plate, number 14, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Number 14.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. The 2-0 on the way. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping up to the plate, Abraham Torrey. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo shot to right center as they open up an 8-5 lead.
Well, it's only spring training, but this is the kind of swing that makes you anxious for the season to start. Track the ball all the way and just exploded on it for a homer. He looks ready.
Batting 9.
Into the box, Joe Smith.
Joe Smith.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, you never want to give up a hit to an opposing pitcher, but when you give one up to an AL pitcher, it's downright annoying. Can't let it get to you, though.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Miles Straw. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. From the stretch. And he pulled up in time, but it's a cold strike 2. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Smith stands at first with 1 out. Three and 2 now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
The 3-2 pitch. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
Second baseman.
Striding in, Jack Mayfield. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Cooper takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
Digging in and looking for more, Aledmys Diaz. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
He's set. Here it comes.
Nope.
Too low, 1-0. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Astros shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, number 8.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Into the box now, Kyle Tucker, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. We played 2.5. It's the Astros 8 and the Marlins 5. Standing in, Garrett Cooper earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
Garrett Cooper.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Throwing to second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The batter,
Digging in to try it again. Diaz so far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Brian Abreu is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Number 14 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Number 7.
Coming to the plate now, Jesus Sanchez. He singled his last time up, lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hey. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Cooper leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit out towards second. To his left, Mayfield. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The catcher, number 17, Chad Wallach.
In now, Chad Wallach. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
Ball one.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
1-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, D-Roy. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Full count, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Liner towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. Waller blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And the run will score all the way from first.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Miguel Rojas. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Line to the right side, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Astros 8 and the Marlins 7. Humberto Mejia will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring.
Number 77, Humberto Mejia.
Now in the box, Martin Maldonado. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1.
Nope.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Maldonado behind a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Now at the plate, number 6. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 8 runs and even 10 hits. 1 error so far for the Astros.
Ball 1.
And low. It's a ball and a strike. swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
The batter, number 14.
At the plate, number 14. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the stretch, he pulls this one into right, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Stepping in now, Abraham Torrey, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Number 11 will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Astros, number 11.
Back up the middle. Rojas is up with it. A dive. He's got it. Hey now. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. We're back with more from the Grapefruit League after this. Rodriguez is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training. Ready to take his hacks again, Corey Dickerson, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. 2-0.
2 balls.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Ground ball right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
And that's hitting 1-on-1 right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
In now, Jonathan Villar. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and they've taken a 1-run lead. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
Number 61 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper, as he'll take a look at ball one. A ball and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. He's set, and the pitch. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Cooper leads off first with 1 away. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly, and that's the 2nd out.
The center fielder.
So striding forward
7.
now, Jesus Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Off speed pitch, just missed inside. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Tucker going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Into the box,
17.
Chad Wallach. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he misses with it. 1-1. The 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. Tucker waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We played 4 full. It's the Marlins 11 and the Astros 8. Sanchez will come on to make his 9th appearance already here this spring.
Number 3.
Stepping in, Miles Straw. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. Now a dive by the right fielder, but it kicks off his glove.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Nobody out, runner on first. And another throw over. And the runner back. Once more, a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. A 1 pitch on its way.
0-2.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. A ball and a strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Has a look. Now the pitch. Pitch strike 3 called. The throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
The batter.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box now, Kyle Tucker, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Astros leave 1. Now the pitching needs to hold serve. They're down 11-8. Harold Ramirez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 47, Harold Ramirez.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. One and one the count now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. Strong going back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Ramirez isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate. And they lead now by 4.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Your attention, please.
CNL Perez will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring. Standing in now, Miguel Rojas. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Tucker is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Tucker is there, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 15, Brian Anderson.
Stepping up now, Brian Anderson. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pops this one up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The next 3-2. And another foul ball. The payoff pitch one more time. Back up the middle. And gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single.
Third
3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
In now, Jonathan Villar. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Now the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. He pulls into third safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. So these guys have now scored in each of the first 5 innings. And in case you're wondering how often a team scores at least 1 run every inning, our crack staff tells us it's happened 7 times in the National League. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. So stepping in, Diaz trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Here comes the 0-1 and a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Cooper is off of first with 2 away. Hard hit at third. On to first, and it's dropped. And a real mistake there. That's got to be an E3.
Man, you can't continue to make mistakes like this and expect to win. That's 3 errors so far in this one, and they keep putting themselves in bad situations.
So striding in, Jesus Sanchez. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball from the stretch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Count still at 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here, 1 error, and a couple of men left. 5 innings complete. Patrick Murphy is on his way to the mound now, as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring.
Number 37.
Now batting, Martin Maldonado. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Squared that one up just a little late. Murphy, a 25-year-old. He's a 2nd-year big leaguer. The 0-1 on its way. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
The 1-2. On the ground to the right side. From his seat. And the throw gets him at first base as he threw that one from his fanny, but he gets him anyway for the first out.
Number 6.
Digging in, number 6. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Skied into very shallow right. Anderson in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting, number 14.
So coming to the plate, number 14. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
Hit in the air to center field. Moving under it, Sanchez makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail in this wild affair. Coming to the plate now, Chad Wallach. He's tasked with starting the Marlins' 6th.
The catcher, Chad Wallach.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Again, a 1-2. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Number 14 is there, and he has it for the out. Jorge Alfaro will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And he lays off there, 1-0. Hit in the air to shallow center. Strong moving in, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out.
Now batting, shortstop,
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Miguel Rojas. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he takes ball 1. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the 2-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. But they still lead this one by a comfortable margin. Back here on the show, it's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Adam
please.
Conley is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 61.
Abraham Torrey will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Anderson is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Scott Schreiber will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
He's hitting for the Astros. Number 19, Scott Schreiber.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. One and 2. Here it comes. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. 8 runs on 13 hits and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 26.
Stepping into the box, Miles Straw. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Rojas is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They try. Diaz is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Austin Pruitt enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Pruitt.
The windup and the 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater 0-2. But, Dan, I question the pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts. Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
First baseman.
Now at the plate, Garrett Cooper. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Rounded down the third baseline. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair, but they still hold a relatively sizable lead. Number 51 will stick around as he'll take over in right field. number 5. He's going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now. Magnera Sierra is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field. Leading off the inning, Jack Mayfield, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 34.
Here comes the first pitch.
Sierra.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Striding in once again, Aledmus Diaz. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And he popped him up. Smith calls for it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Tucker. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. The 2-1. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail in this. At the plate, Jesus Sanchez. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
The center fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Sanchez.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hanging changeup laid off for a ball. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
The catcher, number 17. Yeah.
Digging in, Chad Wallach. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. First pitch on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Straw is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Drew Steckenrider.
Kosuke Kato will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Kato.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
0-1.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Miami down in order, but they still lead this one by a comfortable margin. Ryan Stanek comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 35, Ryan.
Ready for another chance? Martin Maldonado struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here it comes. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
0-1. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
And that misses. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Weekly hit to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, number 6.
So digging in now, number 6. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. He's set. Here it comes. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
The 0-2 delivery. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
You know, they say pitching is
Now
about
batting,
location. First 2 pitches into that at bat, really good. Mark, the 3rd one, not so much.
You know, that's where the game's changed, Dan. You used to see 0-2 and guys would almost throw one to the backstop, waste a pitch, bounce something. Not the case in today's game. Guys are going right after you, but he definitely missed his spot right there.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Into the box now, Abraham Torrey. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Driven nicely into the gap. he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Tony Mason will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Tony Mason.
Mason is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls,
Fastball
1
laid
strike.
off well below the knees.
Gotta believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the payoff pitch home, and he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Yimi Garcia answers the call from the dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Yimi.
Miles Straw will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. First pitch of the at-bat, and he fouls this one off. Torrey over at second. Mason at first. 1 gone. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Here's the 0-2. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one will track it down. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Jack Mayfield. And this is in the air to right. And this should do it. Number 51 is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Boy, I'll tell you, not all wins are created equal. There's something really satisfying about being down 5 runs and you band together to find a way to get that win, they've got a huge bounce in their step heading into their next game.
14-9 is the final score here. The Miami Marlins put up a 15-run attack on the scoreboard today. Humberto Mejia is the winning pitcher of record. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.